Okay, lads, we're back again. Hope you're doing well. What's going on? Welcome back to another video. We have got breaking news for that ass. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen, because this could be potentially huge. News is coming through from various sources, but initially from the Telegraph and Matt Law in particular, that David Luiz, Chelsea's Brazilian centre-back, has sensationally tried to force a move to Arsenal by refusing to train with Chelsea. Can you believe this? Edu has landed in London, and we are realising very fast who the biggest club in London are. Or at least North London anyway. I think London in general, actually. Chelsea Football Club, their fans in disarray at the moment because they don't know how to take this. To me, this is exactly what Arsenal Football Club need. And as you can tell, I'm very excited. So if you're ready for another video, make sure you drop the video a damn like. And subscribe to the channel because we are going to get into this in much more detail. How is everyone doing? Into the chat. In the chat we go. Yes. Beautiful. Hello, lads. There is a lot to talk about here. But let's get into the article itself. David Luiz forcing a move to Arsenal, or at least attempting to do so, by not turning up to training, refusing to train. Let's read it. David Luiz did not train with the Chelsea first team on Wednesday after sensationally trying to force a move to Arsenal, despite only signing a new 2-year contract with the Blues in May, which broke the club's policy of only handing players aged 30 or over 1-year deals. Luiz has made it clear he wants to go, following a series of fallouts over the past week. And the situation came to head just over 24 hours before the transfer window shuts, as Luiz trained away from the rest of head coach Frank Lampard's senior players. This is beautiful. Edu and Don Raul working in unison. The Brazilian stars, they want to come to Arsenal. Chelsea is in fact a stepping stone to Arsenal. That's what we didn't realise. Arsenal, whose coach Unai Emery worked with Luiz at Paris Saint-Germain, are interested in signing the 32-year-old before the transfer window closes at 5 p.m. on Thursday. We need a centre-back. We need him to be experienced, and we need him for relatively not too much money. Someone that can plug the gaps that Koscielny is leaving behind. Someone that can fill in at DM potentially. He is a player that we will go into more detail talking about, but I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. Are you up for this? This could well be one of two centre-backs coming to the club. But even if it is just the one, it's a defender. We're finally being linked with a defender, and he is decent in my eyes. He is very decent. He can pick a pass beautifully. He can see between the lines. He's very good at bringing the ball forward. He's good in the air. He's got stunning free kicks. It makes me think that the Brazilian connection that Edu has got may well be playing into our hands here, because this is not something that David Luiz would be known for. This is very much out of character. I have it on good faith from someone who is quite well connected at Chelsea that this is actually a real. This is not BS. This is actually happening, or potentially happening right now. He is trying to force a move to Arsenal. CSA, my club. Wow. This is a big deal, potentially. He is a player who was 30 to 40 million pounds not too long ago. I would actually take him in a flash. It's not like we've got much to choose from right now as well. And I think you'll find that if you watch Chelsea last season closely enough, he often carried Rudiger. And I'm surprised that this is even happening, because he did talk quite positively about Chelsea and moving forward into this season. But it would seem that David Luiz is trying to force a move to Arsenal by refusing to train with Chelsea. We will be talking about Wilfried Zaha momentarily, but it looks like David Ornstein, the fraudstein, has tweeted as well. Let's have a look at what he's saying. David Luiz is among options. We've got options, lads. We've actually got options. Incredible. We've surely got options, because one day we're bidding 55 million for Upamecano, who is the future, and the next day we're trying to sort out a deal with David Luiz, who is clearly not the future, but could certainly be the present. It is very familiar, this situation as well. Raul likes to kind of make the player do something which is going to, put him in a position which is more likely that Arsenal will be able to get him for a cheaper deal. And having made the first move, I think that puts Arsenal in a strong position. Let's see what Fraudstein's saying. David Luiz is among options Arsenal working on for centre-back. Delicate, but not for the first time. Arsenal are keen. Kieran Tierney remains a target. Eddie Nketiah is still deciding where he's going to go out on loan, but likely to Leeds. And Alex Iwobi will happen if Everton make a suitable offer. Everton going big. We are going to talk about that as well. But David Luiz is the biggest story for me as far as Arsenal go anyway. Chelsea and Arsenal fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is sensational news, as it looks like the Europa League champions are going to be losing one of their talisman. One of their main players, one of their big ballers, one of the big names. He really is, to me, one of the most experienced players in that side. And this would be a huge, huge coup for Arsenal if they could get this over the line. I'd love to know whether you think that this would be a good deal. Let's have a look at his history on the old Transfermarkt. As I say, he can play at defensive midfielder. He does play there often, or has done before anyway. I've seen him look quite good there. I think he's actually probably better there than centre-back sometimes. But anyway, I'd love to have this guy on my side. I'm a big admirer of this guy. International experience. Current market value, £18 million. Like I said, he did sign a new contract not too long ago. But he's better than what Arsenal have got right now. And not too long ago was, playing at PSG in the Chelsea sides that have had, quite a lot of success. And he is being linked to an Arsenal move. This is, I still in a little bit of shock. I'm not going to lie. A big disappointment that will be for Chelsea, especially given that they are under a transfer ban right now and can't bring anyone else in to replace him if he does decide to make the move. It certainly would be a great kind of stopgap until, say, Saliba turns up, or until we can get into Upamecano or someone else like that. And hopefully there is someone else coming in as well who is more for the future. That said, I am up for a more experienced defender, me personally. I would love to know your thoughts. Let's have a look at what you're saying. Some people are saying, yes, I'm happy it's Luiz we're being linked to and not Cahill. Cahill obviously going to Crystal Palace. I think that was announced a day or two ago. But David Luiz forcing a move to Arsenal. Is it possible that Arsenal are going to pick up a very experienced centre-back who can... You could learn a lot from him, basically. I would love to see him at the club. So, me personally, I hope that this does go through, and it looks like Don Raul is working in the background with Edu to bring this Brazilian international to the arse. So let's just move on a second. I do briefly want to talk about Wilfried Zaha, who has handed in a transfer request at Crystal Palace. Let's have a look and see exactly what Sky Sports are saying about that. Crystal Palace have made an improved offer of £23 million for CSKA Moscow striker Fedor Shalov. And Wilfried Zaha has since handed in a transfer request at Crystal Palace. It looks like Everton are going big, and they're trying to get both Zaha and Iwobi. And that in itself is, it's relatively ambitious, isn't it? £72 million Arsenal have paid for Nicolas Pepe, and Palace are looking for at least 80 million for Zaha. We're going to close that because that's obviously just, come on now, don't be silly. Crystal Palace yesterday rejected a £70 million plus 2 players bid for Everton for Wilfried Zaha. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I need a drink. What? That's got to be a joke. That has got to be a joke. Sky Sports News, incredible. That is mad. How much money do they want? That's ridiculous. I would have taken that. I would have taken that all day long. Anyhow, Wilfried Zaha and Alex Iwobi could well be on the move. I did do a video covering a lot of the other transfer news that is breaking as we speak. More stories unfolding. The transfer market open for a matter of hours now, really, isn't it? So, really and truly, there are going to be lots more videos, and I will be back with lots more coverage throughout until it closes. Much more from Arsenal in particular. I'm expecting, like I said, a defender or two now, and a couple of outs as well. More departures. We have seen £10 million Bielik leaving. We have seen, who else have we seen leaving today? Carl Jenkinson going to Nottingham Forest. We've seen Danny Welbeck. Let's have a look at Danny Welbeck. He's actually gone to Watford. That's confirmed now. Free transfer for them. I do think that he's going to play a part. Maybe off the subs bench, maybe from the left wing, but he is very underrated in my eyes. If only because he's got the ability to go past four men. If he can just sort out that final ball, that final decision, I think he's a very useful player. He's got international experience, and that guy, Danny Wells, who almost won us the league against Leicester. Do you remember that? Beautiful moment. Wow, I thought we'd actually won the league. I wish him the best. It's a good transfer for me. That's a strong deal. English, knows the league. And I wish him the best with Deeney and Gray. They've got quite a lot of choice there. Watford, tidy little squad. I would expect him to finish top 10 minimum. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. It was just a quick one to talk about David Luiz, who has refused to train with the Chelsea squad in an attempt to force through a move to Arsenal. Is it going to happen? I really hope so. I really hope so. We need a defender badly. I'm going to love you and leave you for now, though. I will be back as soon as more breaking news for that ass drops. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're new, and drop the video a damn like. If you breathe oxygen, it is much appreciated. Much love for all the support recently. Big news coming your way very soon on a personal level from me as well. Expect more content throughout the season. That's all I'll say for now. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. My name's Luiz, and this has been a lot of fun. Peace.